Listen, it's war. It's not fun and games, guys. Culture war. We're in a cold war in our country. This is a cold civil war that's been going on. I think it's been going on since like 1965, really. But since, for me, since 2015, since Caitlyn Jenner came out as a woman and dismantled the binary of male-female gender, that's when everything changed. Since 2015, we have been in a vicious culture war between people who think a dick makes you a man and a vagina makes you a woman, and people who think you can think anything you want and that's reality. Those people are called satanic wizards, and they will all perish because you can't survive in that world. That's when I started becoming against LGBTQAIP. It's all terrorism to me. Like, not that terrorism is even a thing. I shouldn't use the enemy's words. I'm not Owen Benjamin on YouTube. Subscribe. Thank you, Papa J. Bear. The Goyim are knowing. Yes, that is what people snap mentally and declared to take this mental illness. That was the moment it started. In 2015 is when my life completely changed, and it's never been the same. When the Caitlyn Jenner thing came out, and I did the joke, Caitlyn Jenner got Woman of the Year, but hasn't been a woman yet for a full year. That started breaking down Satan's matrix in my life because people lost their minds. They're like, you cannot say that joke. I'm like, it's clearly a funny joke, and Caitlyn Jenner clearly looks like a monstrosity. That was it. It's as simple as that joke. That was the joke heard around the comedy world. Caitlyn Jenner said she's Woman of the Year, but hasn't been a woman for a full year. Doesn't that make it mathematically impossible to be Woman of the Year if you haven't been? Woman times less than one is point something woman. It's boom. There goes that whole fucking thing. That's why the comedian is necessary in society, because just that utterance took down the whole thing. And it did. Anybody who hears it just goes, oh yeah, this is ridiculous. And so after that moment, the transpocalypse started happening. And it was like, and then I was like, no, there's no trans kids. That's why I lost my agent, lost my manager. I didn't apologize. And people were like, he is a has-been comedian. You all watched it happen. I just refused to kneel. I am what happens when these fucking people don't kneel. My life is much better than theirs. You know, like all these people, like that fucking pussy on Saved by the Bell who's like, yeah, it's dangerous to encourage trans kids, and then he apologized. I'm what happens when you don't apologize. You enter a war with evil, and it doesn't ever end. And you have to learn to enjoy it. You have to enjoy to like the smell of napalm in the morning. I like it. Try and come at me. I like the smell of their blood. I do. Fine. You want to just keep taking shots all day long, SPLC? All day long. You think you can, try and come on my property and send me little gifts and tell me barbed wire, electric fence, guns and guns and guns, a tighter community, a community that watches out for me. You're building me. That's how evil, this is how evil's defeated. It doesn't realize it's building its own warriors against it. Don't let comedy die. Comedy can't die. It just is. It's like saying don't let anger die. Don't let beauty die. Don't let symmetry die. Symmetry can't die. It is. There are dragons sitting on gold like Smaug the dragon, and 1 ounce of gold moves and it goes, wakes the dragon. But you can beat the dragon. These little hobbits beat a dragon. You got to know where its fucking armor is weak. And want to know where the armor is weak? Truth, honesty, love. Everything that they say we are the opposite of is we are. That is hate speech. No, it's called love speech.